Hello, this is your host, not a guru. In this video, we will attempt to convey the ancient wisdom as we explore seeing behind the veil. In the Hermetic wisdom contained in the Kybalion are the secrets of the life force. According to the Kybalion, the principles of truth are 7. He who knows these understandingly possesses the magic key, before whose touch all the doors of the temple fly open. According to the Kybalion, the all is mind, the universe is mental. The all is spirit, a universal, infinite, living mind. This principle explains the true nature of energy, power, and matter. All of the phenomenal world, or universe, is simply a mental creation of the all, subject to the laws of created things, and that the universe as a whole, and in its parts, or units, has its existence in the mind of the all, in which mind we live and move and have our being. Establishing the mental nature of the universe easily explains all of the varied mental and psychic phenomena that occupy such a large portion of the public attention, and which, without such explanation, are non-understandable and defy scientific treatment. An understanding of the principle of mentalism enables the individual to readily grasp the laws of the mental universe and to apply the same to his well-being and advancement. This principle explains the true nature of energy, power, and matter, and why and how all these are subordinate to the mastery of mind. Understand then that Source, the All, the I Am, is not a God any more than the Empire State Building is New York City or a drop of water is Niagara Falls. A God is just one of the many creations that exist in the mind of the All. As we find in Psalm 82, verse 6, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. And who are the gods? The gods are intelligent, conscious, creative, and sentient beings of free will. They choose to incarnate for the purpose of mastering the lower frequencies of the material world in order to transmute those energies into higher forms. By doing so, they create a karmic imprint that allows them to experience more of the infinite wonders of the All. The goal of the gods is to bring heaven to earth. This can be made manifest and accomplished by mastering the 12 karmic laws and the 7 Hermetic principles. The Ascended Masters have achieved the highest rank among the gods. The spirit guides are under their tutelage. Connecting with the higher self opens the doors to all wisdom. I was never taught this in school. My experience with the American educational system was a mixed bag of activities and results. I learned to read, write, add, subtract, multiply, divide, and learned a little bit about history, biology, art, and music. I also learned how to survive socially. However, when I was 11 years old, I witnessed something my upbringing and education never prepared me for. On a sunny summer morning in July, I was standing on my sister's back porch, conversing with relatives. My sister's back porch overlooked my father's pond. From my right, I saw a ball of light the size of a beach ball emerge from behind the trees and begin circling the pond at a deliberate pace. It didn't seem to be in any hurry. It maintained a consistent elevation of about 3 feet above the ground and acted as though it knew where it was going. Its movements were smooth and consistent, and it appeared to be under conscious control. It circled the pond and began to enter my sister's backyard. At this point, it seemed aware that we were watching it, and it stopped and remained in place for a few seconds before it moved to our left and disappeared into the woods without leaving a trace. This would not be my last encounter with the unexplained. When I was 13 years old, I had another experience that shook my understanding of my perceived reality. My mother was a Presbyterian and a Sunday school teacher, and she took me to church with her on a regular basis. I learned about Adam and Eve, Noah, Abraham, Moses, King David, Solomon, Jesus, and Paul. But what I witnessed at the age of 13 was completely outside the bounds of the reality I thought I knew. My parents never talked about such things. Miracles and visions were regarded as things of the past. On a late November evening, I was on my way to bed when my journey down the hall from the bathroom to my bedroom was interrupted by an invisible force that stopped me in my tracks about 15 feet outside my bedroom door. As I stood there frozen in place, the flat off-white paint on the walls started to glimmer like sunlight on snow. After a short time, I felt compelled to look up over my right shoulder, and I found myself staring into the dark void of space. And out of that void appeared the outline of a human form, like a being made of clear crystal. I could see the outline of a robe, and this being appeared to be seated on a chair. A light was beaming from its chest. This picture is a reasonable facsimile, minus the fancy details. This being had no distinguishable facial features, nor was it accompanied by any fancy ornamentation. I got the impression that whatever I was looking at was a being of immense power. The odd thing was that this being never spoke a word, nor made any attempt to identify itself. After about 30 seconds, the vision ended and things returned to normal. I went straight to bed, and I was worried that this being might try to harm me. But after a few minutes, I felt a warm blanket of love surrounding me. Being raised as a Christian, I interpreted this experience in the context of the only faith that I knew. Over the next 30 years, I fell in line with the masses and did what most people do. I finished high school, got a job, eventually got married, and started a family. But over the years, I got the nagging feeling that all was not as it seemed. In spite of everything I was raised to believe and do, I began questioning everything. From there, I began my descent into what some call the dark night of the soul. I went through a time when I didn't know who I was or where I belonged. I went through a divorce and bankruptcy. I felt adrift, as if something essential was missing. The ups and downs were relentless. Just when I thought I had found my footing, it would slip away again. There were periods when I found myself without a home. I lived out of a Jeep and slept in a park. I spent over a year living in a church basement. Although I have no desire to relive that experience, it was necessary for me to go through that period and have my belief system shaken to the core. I had lived my life up to that point at a level of consciousness that kept me on the hamster wheel of a human doing, rather than experiencing life as a human being. It is our level of consciousness that determines the level of information we will accept and incorporate into our perceived reality. It makes no sense to debate someone whose level of consciousness does not allow for anything to exist beyond the material plane of existence or outside of their system of belief. Through that dark night of the soul, I realized that the world as we know it is not what it seems. Behind the veil of normalcy lies a false matrix, a system that has enslaved the minds of the masses and keeps humanity in a constant state of fear, worry, upheaval, conflict, and war. But through it all, I couldn't shake the sense that there was something out there calling to me, trying to guide me towards a better future. A glimmer of hope that persisted and refused to be extinguished, even in my darkest moments. It was as though something from the other side was trying to reveal itself to me if I could only make contact. As I began to recover from my dark night of the soul, I found that my intuitive senses were being awakened. One day, while walking through a wooded area of a local park, a persistent thought kept nagging at me. The urge to say I love you to the very trees, grass, bugs, and rocks surrounding me. At first, I dismissed this as mere nonsense, but the feeling only grew stronger. Determined to quiet the intuitive voice in my head, I eventually gave in and began expressing my love quietly but out loud. After just a few weeks of this practice, something extraordinary happened. To my surprise, the simple act of verbally acknowledging the beauty and wonder of the natural world around me had a transformative effect. One day, as I turned to head back to my car after my walk in the park, I was suddenly overwhelmed by a powerful wave of love emanating from every direction. Tears streamed down my face as I felt a profound connection to the very elements I had once taken for granted. This experience taught me a valuable lesson. The act of expressing love, even to the seemingly inanimate objects in our lives, has the power to unlock a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. By opening our hearts and minds to the beauty that surrounds us, we can cultivate a profound sense of gratitude and reverence for the natural world. Not only that, we can change the atmosphere around us with positive energy and change the vibration of our surroundings. This revelation has been nothing short of transformative. I now see the world through a lens of expanded awareness, recognizing that we are all intrinsically connected to the greater cosmic consciousness that underlies all of creation. According to the ancient Hermetic wisdom, every thought, every action, every experience is a manifestation within the universal mind. By embracing this Hermetic wisdom, I have gained a deeper understanding of my own role in shaping my reality. I've come to realize that we are not mere passive observers, but active co-creators in the unfolding of the matrix of existence. Our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions hold the power to influence the very fabric of our experience. This knowledge is not merely theoretical. It is a practical tool for personal growth, transformation, and the realization of our highest potential. By aligning our minds with the universal principles of the Kabbalion, we can tap into the limitless possibilities that lie within us and manifest the life of our dreams. I now have the best job I have ever had and am making more money than at any time in my life. I have experienced numerous positive synchronicities and even had money reappear in my pocket after I spent it. Along with this knowledge comes the awareness that everything is an extension of Source consciousness. All of the benevolent and divine personalities recognized and exalted throughout history were once humans like us. In a real sense, Jesus, Krishna, Isis, Lakshmi, and others are a part of our loving extended family. They are no more gods than you are, with the exception that they have achieved the rank of ascended masters, having mastered the 7 Hermetic principles and the 12 karmic laws. We are not merely mortal beings, but eternal, conscious, intelligent, and sentient beings with the power of free will, the very attributes of the divine. According to Psalm 82, verse 6, you are gods. This profound statement reveals a fundamental truth about the nature of the human soul. Over the past several years, I have had the remarkable privilege of connecting with ascended masters, spirit guides, and even extraterrestrial beings. These profound intuitive contacts have been guiding me towards a higher purpose, one that transcends the boundaries of the physical world. The purpose of these celestial encounters is clear: to raise my conscious vibration and expand my awareness, empowering me to live out my true life purpose and soul mission. These enlightened beings recognize the immense potential within us and have chosen to share their wisdom, helping us to unlock the extraordinary gifts that lie dormant within us. Through these transformative connections, I've been granted a unique opportunity to tap into realms of knowledge and insight. The messages and guidance I have received have given me the power to shift my perspective, ignite my passions, and set me on a path of profound personal and spiritual growth. I have also received guidance on how to push back against the false matrix created by the global elites who control mainstream media and academia and wish to control and enslave us by robbing us of the freedoms granted to us by the infinite mind of the All. Now is the time to shed the limitations of the false matrix and honor the sacred connections offered by our ascended masters and spirit guides, and let their light illuminate the way towards our highest calling. By walking this path of elevated awareness, you will not only fulfill your soul's purpose, but you will also become a beacon of inspiration for those around you. Your life will become a testament to the transformative power of celestial guidance, and you will play a vital role in raising the collective vibration of humanity. If you are ready to embark on a profound journey of personal growth and transformation, I would like to share with you a powerful set of tools that can help you tap into your deepest desires, intentions, and emotions to create lasting change. These tools are very affordable and extremely effective when used consistently. I have personally used these transformative tools to expand my conscious awareness and achieve remarkable results. Now I'm excited to share them with you. Just head over to cosmiclifepower.com and click on Life Power Tools to access this life-changing suite of resources. You can also download a free copy of Secrets of the Gods. You will also find a link to these tools in the description below this video. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.